I'm Carolyn Abram. I'm the author of Facebook for Dummies. I was the first user of Facebook at Stanford in 2004, and I worked at Facebook from 2006 to 2009. In 2004, I was a college sophomore. My friend Mark Zuckerberg, who was at Harvard at the time, emailed me that he'd been working on this website that had taken off there, and he wanted to see if it could work at Stanford too. I signed up for the site. I sent an email out to my dorm mates and to my Frisbee teammates and my friends and roommates, and it just kind of grew from there. My biggest goal for Facebook for Dummies is just helping people feel more comfortable on the site. I think a lot of people feel really anxious about getting started, or especially when things change, it can be hard to figure out what to do. And I want people to know that it's okay to just experiment, and nothing so terrible will happen usually by just playing around on the site and trying different things out. So I just want to make people as comfortable as possible trying all the new things that are there. One of the key takeaways from the book is that you don't have to do all of Facebook all the time. You can just do one thing at a time or do a few things. It's actually a really flexible site. So you can use it all the time, or you can use it once a week. And you can have a lot of friends, or you can have just a few friends. And you can post all the time, or you can just post once in a while, or not at all, and you can just read what other people post. That there's a lot of in-between ways to use Facebook and still get the benefits of it, and you don't have to commit to being logged in all the time. Facebook for Dummies helps new Facebook users by taking them through all the steps of signing up. So we go through signing up for your account for the first time, getting your bearings when you first log in, finding friends, posting, all of the basics of using Facebook. Finding friends in particular is something that it's the bread and butter of Facebook. So it's important to talk about that and how it works. So that's covered in detail. And things like privacy that I know a lot of new users are worried about is covered in Facebook for Dummies as well. The feature that most new users struggle with is probably privacy. I think people are really nervous about trying to understand who can see what, which can get kind of confusing at times. And people want to know, if I upload this photo album or if I post this status, who's really going to be able to see it? And once you understand privacy, it's actually pretty easy to answer that question, but at first it can be a little bit challenging. Part of what inspired me to write this book were the questions I was getting from my parents and my grandparents, and I wanted them to be able to get the answers to their questions. Unfortunately, they still just call me because they think that's faster than opening my book. But